Okay, man, are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Now, come on, now crank this motherfucker up.
Break it down like this.
Hello, Internet. Gino Greco here again with another episode of Deep Listens. And today, we are all survivors. Vampire survivors, of course. And joining me, as always, to discuss all things video games, Pete Busby. How you doing, Pete?
I'm doing good. I have some almost
Surviving?
relevant- Yeah, I'm surviving. I will survive. I will survive. As long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. But I have some almost relevant fun facts this week. They're about Bram Stoker. the
Oh, Dracula
author-
person.
Yeah, the author of Dracula. So I want you to picture Bram Stoker in your head for a second.
Okay.
Picture
Channing
picture
Tatum,
Bram
got it.
Stoker. Pretty close actually. He was a total Chad, which is my
Oh.
first. Yeah, which is my first fun fact. So he was actually like a sickly kid, but eventually he became an incredible collegiate athlete, apparently. And in his like own, I think it was his biography or something. I forget the name of the book, but he's quoted as saying, "Bum bum bum, I was physically immensely strong." So yeah, apparently Bram Stoker was just
Okay,
moving
Bram.
iron. Yeah, the first fun fact. Second fun fact. I couldn't necessarily verify this one. It is in a few places, but they might just be repeating each other. But he might have borrowed the scene in the book where Lucy, a vampire, is killed from a real exhumation. There was this poet and painter, Dante Gabriele Rossetti. I won't say it in an offensive Italian accent in deference to Gino.
Thank you.
But his wife died and he buried her with a book of love poems that he wrote. And then 7 years later, he was like, "Nah, bro, I want those poems back." Dug her up and got his book back. And I don't know, apparently
Huh.
Bram knew this guy or knew this story and was like, "That's pretty metal. I'm putting it in my book."
Just outing his friend in his book.
I guess, yeah. Or maybe he just read it. Yeah, his neighbor, it was his neighbor apparently. So, yeah.
Wow.
But people knew about this thing. It wasn't like Bram was like saying something new. People knew this
Okay.
happened.
I just like the idea of Bram Stoker being like, Bram Stoker writes, Bram Stoker, very strong, very handsome, beloved, great at all athletics.
Here he's really
Very
packing
cool.
too, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
I heard he has an 8-pack.
Ooh,
I heard he was shredded.
shredded like cheese.
Yep. Yeah, it's our boy Bram.
And in a way, that'd be him being ahead of the game because really Gout was really in at the time, just being real lethargic and showing your opulence through eating lots of fatty foods. So he's ahead of the game, being like, I'm super strong and fit.
He's lucky
for
he's
him.
like past consumption too. Like when that would have been a trendy thing for him to have.
Yeah, his eyes. You would have to write, "Oh, my eyes were so hollow."
I heard
was
you
so
could see
wistful.
all his bones.
Ooh. Speaking of bones, we're going to be talking a lot about them during our Vampire Survivor coverage, which is the game we're going to be talking about today, a video game.
Hey, hold on.
What?
You're skipping like 30
You
steps, bro.
didn't introduce me.
I
Or
didn't.
any of
Oh
that
crap!
stuff.
You were just talking. You ruined. Speaking of bones,
Hey,
and
Yeah, I was like, where are we
I was
going
a little
with this?
curious too.
and Paladino, you have them.
Yes.
I sure do.
Accurate.
I hope I do, at least. Yeah. I'm also on this show as usual.
Introduce yourself. Are you a survivor?
Oh God, I hope so. Time will tell, I guess, if I do survive in this crazy world of ours. But at least I'm not having to worry about vampires, because this game doesn't have any vampires in it.
Which is very
It's got-
funny.
It's got one,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Maybe.
I think the
I
Castlevania
didn't find it.
crossover might be the only thing that has a vampire in it.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
none of them are
you
like
do fight
explicitly
Dracula.
vampires.
Yeah. So yeah, you wanna do the regular lead in, or
Yeah,
do you wanna
sure.
just get right into it?
Nah,
Yeah,
normal
just diving
plugs.
in.
Normal plugs. I was gonna transition to the normal plugs, but then you were like, "Ah, introduce me. People don't know who I am, and that
Mhm.
they can find me on
People have
Blue
never heard of me
Sky."
before. You could find me on Blue Sky. You can download the games I make on itch at Game Maker M, the letter M, which is how I always introduce myself every single time, every show.
They gave you a second opportunity. Look at that. Good
Thank you.
hosting. Reminder: you can get in touch with the show at Deep Listens podcast.bluesky.social. You can go to deeplistenspodcast@gmail.com. Deeplistenspodcast@gmail.com. Send us an email if you want to get in touch with the show. You can also go to deeplistens.libsyn.com/deeplistens, and that'll get you access. We have comment sections there. You can write to us on the show if you so chose. You could hit up our comment sections. You can download the show there. You can rate stuff. So go for it. And you can support the show on patreon.com/deeplistens. I think I gave the wrong Libsyn. Deeplistens.libsyn.com, not deeplistens/. You screwed the whole thing. Oh, botched.
Ah,
It was so
Start
many
it over.
months. Deeplistens.libsyn.com is where you get in
Cancel
touch
the
with me.
podcast.
deeplistenspodcast@gmail.com. Yeah, we're good. The rest of the plugs were fine. That one was the only one that was messed up. But yeah, if you support us on Patreon, at the $1 tier, you get access to our Discord, which would let you talk to the host of the show and other shows. You can also, at the $3 tier, get access to the OG Soncast, which is our anime show. Pete, what's the next anime you guys are covering?
Oh, Gino, I am excited to tell you. I'm excited to watch it. I think people are going to enjoy it. I think it's going to be one of our best episodes, honestly, if you ask me. We're watching Planets.
What is Planets? Have you watched any of it yet?
Oh, I'm even more excited that you asked this follow-up question, and I'm glad I have this opportunity to give people a little background on it. So if you had to ask me what Planets was, I would say the story of Planets follows the crew of the DS-12 toy box of the Space Debris Section, a unit of Technora Corporation. Their purpose is to prevent the damage or destruction of satellites, space stations, and spacecraft from collisions with space debris in Earth's and the Moon's orbits. I could go on for roughly, I don't know, 7
2
or
to
8
3
more
more
paragraphs.
sentences?
Yeah,
A
but
couple
I'll
of
stop.
paragraphs.
Yeah, I have a lot to say
There's
about it.
a
Obviously.
bunch of paragraphs on this Wikipedia page.
How do you spell planets?
Planets. It could be planets. It could be planetes. No way to tell from the Wikipedia page.
Okay, I put 2 T's
Not,
on there, and that was my mistake, I guess.
not to be confused with
Beautiful.
planets,
No, and
obviously.
Google really thinks that I wanted to say planets,
You don't.
but I don't. Yeah. So if you were to support us on Patreon, you would get access to our Discord. It would also push us closer to having to finish Duke Nukem Forever. No,
No.
not Duke Nukem.
No.
Sorry, Death
You're a
Stranding.
mess today, Gino. Get it
I'm a
together.
mess.
Really.
Death Stranding at 60 subs, 60 patrons, we would get there with OG Soncast people counting double. So that's something. And then the Off the Deep End folks will be forced to play Raven's Cry, which I'm told is very bad.
So they say.
So they say. If you got access to the Discord and were to comment at us or with us or talk to us, you would maybe end up on the Discord report.
The Discord report. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. This week on the Discord, did you know that Spotify has been putting chapter titles on our podcasts?
No.
I did not. Are they
'Cause
accurate?
They're surprisingly accurate.
Nice.
This is AI generated, obviously, so we do not approve of this. And there are many reasons why. I could go into it, but we might be here for a while if I do. But something is scanning our show and then producing auto-generated chapter titles. So somehow it knows, Pete, your name.
Horrible.
Yeah,
Horrible.
it said on our Death Stranding episode, it said Pete's unexpected deep dive into global sans shortage, which,
Yeah,
as
I
you
mean,
recall, was the fun fact.
yeah, that happened.
Yep. Discord's Yu-Gi-Oh! Obsession and podcast community updates. That was what we were working on at that time. Hideo Kojima's biography, a Death Stranding's core concept. Yeah. So it seems to know what's going on somehow.
At least with our show, it seems like with
Yeah.
Off the Deep End, it doesn't know what to do.
No. Off the Deep End, it's kind of like, I think they're talking about Star Ocean 3. And then it sort of just puts some words next to that. So, yeah. So if you're listening to this podcast and I start saying, and now it's time for the cheese review, that's so I can fuck up the auto generated chapter titles,
That's
which I
good.
was
have
planning to do.
nothing- I have nothing to contribute to the cheese reveal.
No,
I'm glad we're not actually doing it.
no. But anyway, now it's time for shit. I should have prepared like a list of non sequiturs just so I could keep this bit going for the episode. But that's gonna get really annoying. Other things on the podcast. Sports?
Yeah.
Sports.
The
Are sports
fantasy
going?
football league is continuing.
Yay.
We are through a week. It seems like people are really paying attention, which is nice. Except there's a few people who keep trying to make trades to rip off Braden.
Yeah.
Adam Borgmaster redacted. Cut it out. If you're listening to this, knock it off.
They don't
I'm
listen.
going to veto all those trades. Quit it.
Why are they trying to rip off Braden?
Because his team's bad, and his only out
Oh.
is ripping off Braden.
I
Gino,
see.
how you doing this week, Gino? How's your team looking this week specifically?
This week specifically, am I up against you?
You are.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're gonna probably beat me unless something very odd happens in
Something catastrophic would have to happen. Yeah.
in the last game of the night. But yeah, it was a bad week to play against the person who had Jamar Chase.
Yeah. And who's got Jamar Chase? I do.
Well, in my other league, I do, so I'm winning that by a lot.
You're playing 2 leagues?
I'm playing in 4.
Wild.
Holy shit. That's
The
too
one's with
many.
my family. I have one family league, one
Ah.
giant bomb league,
hands.
one the league for the deep listens, and then one is a best ball league. So I drafted, and now I'll just find out at the end if I won. I don't have to do anything week to week.
There's not enough hours in the day for all these sports leagues.
Why do you think he's screwing up the intro? He's not practicing anymore.
It takes hours of reciting. Anyway,
Yeah.
the other thing in the Discord is
Silk
I've been
Song?
playing. Well, yes, we're gonna talk about that later in the show.
Oh, goody.
Spoilers. You remember Hollow Knight, Pete?
Yeah.
There's another one now.
Oh, okay. Do people like it? Has
Oh,
the
yeah.
entire internet been talking about it for like 3 weeks straight?
Yeah,
Oh,
this
okay.
might be a surprise to you. I don't
Yeah.
know how online you are.
I'm online enough for that.
Okay, it was everywhere, and it might be here if I can convince Gino to play another Souls-like game.
I love each of you enough to play another Souls-like game.
Wow. Okay. Well, it's my pick, so
I
can't
would have to
convince
do
me
it anyway.
otherwise.
Yeah, you can't
Yep.
really do anything about it.
Yep.
I don't think we've ever. I mean, we've never set a precedent where we can veto somebody's pick. I don't think that's ever happened.
I mean, CP's tried to pick things when he's been a guest before that I
Oh,
said
well, I
no.
mean-
Before he
We're
was
now
a
gonna
regular
play
contributor.
Nekopara.
Yes, he did try to do that when we
Uh-huh.
when he was a guest once, and I was like, "No, we're not playing the pornography game. It's not even a game; it's just pornography. So no."
That was your objection? There wasn't enough gameplay to that pornography?
Well, we did play Lady Killer in a Bind.
We did.
Which is not too much gameplay wise.
But more than Nekopara.
But we
Wow,
all
that's
we all
saying
wore the
something.
sweaters, right?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
The sweater. Oh yeah, of course. Obviously.
So then it's not pornography at all. But Em, I'm sorry I distracted you. What was your...
Oh. Yeah, I was
Are
gonna
we
talk
still in
about
the
Silk
Discord
Song.
report?
We've been playing Silk Song. And then that was it.
Okay.
I had a little thing, but no, I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Do the thing.
No, it's too late.
Oh, the moment's passed. Okay. Well, Vampire Survivor time. This game,
Yay.
Vampire Survivors, I'm going to do it. I'm going to explain what it is this time. That's okay.
Sure.
It came out October 20th, 2022. You asked earlier, why is this game so Italian? And the answer
That
is
hasn't been on the show yet.
the answer is Italian developer Luca Pancelle Galante
Oh,
began developing it in 2020. It was developed by an Italian developer.
there you go. That'll do it.
But the developer, the publisher is Poncle. So after this dude. The game itself stars a bunch of Castlevania-looking sprites, characters, vampire hunters that are trying to hunt down a vampire. You don't seem to be able to find one very well, but the way that works is your character walks around on a map, picking up weapons and items and wall turkeys and wall chickens and money as enemies just kind of stream in from the corners, from just off screen. And you auto attack with whatever weapons you pick up. As you kill enemies, they drop little light experience gems. You pick those up, which causes your character to level up, and then you can level up your weapons. And eventually, some weapons will combine. You have 5 weapon slots and 5 accessory slots, and certain weapons will fuse with certain accessories to make evolved weapons. First off, this game might be the juiciest game we've played.
This game
Think
is
that's
filled
fair?
with juice. This game is just overflowing with juice. We've talked about game juice on this show because it's a term that I learned in game design school, and I keep trying to get it going, and no one seems to really know what it means. But if you look at this game, there's many aspects which are juice to hell. Particularly your weapons. There's all these sparkles that go off whenever your weapons do anything. You might have some that are leaving things on the ground. Some are doing streaks across the screen. There's coins that are bursting out. We got to talk about when you open a chest. There's fireballs, there's coins, there's little gems when you get experience. The enemies, when they get hit, they do like a little pop, and then like I don't know if it's blood or if it's just like sparks, but they do a little thing. It has a bunch of quotes on this video that I'm watching on the Steam page. Someone says, like popping bubble wrap to sick beats. Ghost 17313 is the person who said that. And I'm like, yeah, that seems to be right. This is the popping bubble wrap or jangly keys of video games, I would say.
Would it surprise you, Em, to learn that the lead developer of this game had worked in the gambling industry prior to making this game?
What?
You
No.
don't say.
How could that? Yeah, that seems right. this is like a slot machine kind of game. Uh,
And a
Chris
lot
is-
of the graphics and looks and feels, really tap
Yeah.
into that. They feel
Yes.
good. It is overwhelming in a way that few games we've played are. Like in terms of just visual information to process, there's so much stuff happening
There's
on the
so
screen.
much.
Oh yeah. I
It
mean, at a
ramps.
certain
Hun-
point,
Yeah.
you just at a certain point you get powerful enough. Even early on, I don't think I ever really cared what enemy was on my screen. It was all the
Oh,
same
yeah.
to me, really.
Yeah. There are times where I just stopped moving and just
Yeah, just let them
let
run
it.
into death.
Yeah.
Yep. You
Sometimes I-
basically become a blender, and then all the enemies just run straight towards you. You're in the center of the screen, and then there might be like fireballs shooting off, or books floating around you, or you might just have a field that does damage. As I usually picked because I liked the garlic.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, there's a different hierarchy of weapons in this game, and the best ones are those ones that just create a sphere of death somewhere around you. So like the Bible, garlic, the like hymn of whatever.
The one that is like a music sheet.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
shoots lasers up and or like fields of death above and below you. I'll look up the
Yep.
name in a second.
Yeah, it's a vertical shaft
Uh,
of light that just like
Song of Mana.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that protects you pretty darn well.
And then sometimes you have something like the magic wand, which just shoots one little doodad.
Yep.
But then as you level it up, it gets more bursts, and then
Shoots
maybe
all
you
the
evolve
doodads.
it. Yeah. And then it becomes, I don't know what happens to it when it evolves. It becomes the
Magic
holy
wand?
wand.
Holy
Yeah,
one.
It's got no
and then-
cooldowns.
That auto
Oh,
shoots
it's just shooting
constantly.
all the time. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just stuff like that.
You get
If
it.
you have a whip, it'll become a bigger whip.
Or a
But
blood
it'll
whip
be a
that
really
heals you.
yeah.
And if you have a fireball, obviously becomes a giant flaming skull.
Oh, of course.
Obviously.
What weapons did you like, and which ones did you never pick?
Are we gonna start? Base? Because some of them, like the knife, I hated the base form, but the evolved one's pretty kick ass.
When it's just going automatically?
Just
Mhm.
constant knives, baby.
Yep.
Infinite knives in the direction you're shooting.
Yep.
Like I said, I always pick the garlic, which is just a field around you, and then it becomes the soul eater, which creates that field, and also that field heals you. I liked the weapons that I didn't even have to think of what facing I was in. So
Mhm.
like the lightning ring becomes the thunder loop, and it's just doing a whole bunch of lightning around the stage, and I don't really have to think about it.
I also liked the King Bible, which is a
Mhm.
Bible that it's sort of like the garlic, but it just sort of like floats around you. That upgrades to the Unholy Vespers, which are then constant, just I don't know, killer books floating around you. That was a good one. I also liked the oh my goodness, Ate the Sparrow and the Fiera der Tufello, which are two pistols that shoot on diagonals, and when they get upgraded, it becomes a basically perma laser that shoots all around you. They're mostly good together, but one character starts with both, so that makes them good.
Yeah, I do like those.
I
And
really enjoyed. So like the pentagram starts
Mm.
off very weak because it just deletes everything that's on screen. But when you level it up all the way, what it does is it evolves into, I don't remember the evolved name of it.
Gorgeous Moon.
Gorgeous Moon.
Yes, Gorgeous Moon, which vaporizes everything on screen and turns it into extra experience gems, and then siphons all the experience gems on screen to you.
Yeah.
which if you reduce the cooldown on that significantly, it's just happening constantly.
Oh, it's
Um,
monstrous.
and it also has a real slot machiney sort of effect because it doesn't just like the pentagram just does a instant like shattering effect that causes everything on screen to disappear. The gorgeous moon causes enemies like the nearest enemy to you to explode into gems, and then the next one, and then the next one, and it accelerates until it blows up the whole screen. So
Yeah.
it feels like this amazing progress, and then it levels you up like 20 times. It's awesome.
It is awesome. One of the like most satisfying things in the game too is when you've killed a bunch of enemies but haven't been able to reach their gems. So there's just gems scattered around the entire, level, and then you catch a vacuum and gems just fly at you from everywhere. Who knows where? And they're just coming and coming and coming, and you just explode in levels. Super satisfying.
Yeah. This is why I always pick up the attract orb, even if I'm not going to upgrade whatever it goes to.
The holy water.
Yeah, because I don't like the holy water very much.
The evolved one's
which,
okay.
it's all right.
It's okay. It's not the best.
Yeah, not my favorite, but the attract orb, I'm just picking up, like, if I'm using it with the garlic, I have like this aura around me that nothing can come inside. And then if I get the attract orb to just go a little bit outside that, it's just killing things, and then I'm getting their pickups. So
You just set the
that's
controller down.
strats, yeah. And then I just watch.
Yeah.
I can alt
For 30
tab to
minutes.
something else. Yeah.
I will say
These levels are 30 minutes.
yeah, you can speed them up after you get like a certain unlock, but even so, that's still pretty long. I'll say I'm willing to bet I haven't unlocked all the weapons. I'll be honest to our listeners. I apologize for my what would you call it? Neglect. But I'm pretty confident in saying that I think hands down the worst weapon in the game is the Gadiamari.
Oh, the cats.
Yeah, it summons maybe attack things, maybe don't, and then
Yep.
just run off screen. Sometimes they just attack you.
Yeah. If
Not a
they
good
touch
weapon.
you, they will scratch you.
Yeah.
But sometimes they
and
run
then-
into each other and then they attack each other and create a giant ball of violence.
It's true.
Mhm.
They'll also take your pickups sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Yeah, they're real
vicious hunger
assholes.
that it evolves into. It will basically just make it so you aren't leveling up anymore. Yeah.
Not a good weapon.
It's not great. I mean, if you're using certain arcana, could be good, but probably not.
So
Speaking
Pete,
of arcana,
you picked this
Alright.
game. Did you know what to expect? Like, what was this game? What you expected when you started playing it?
Yeah, I mean the game delivered on the promise, right? So like I went in knowing this was basically a bullet hell game, and if you want to fill up the screen, boy howdy, this will fill up the screen. I mean I was playing on a Switch,
ugh.
and I'm surprised it didn't just melt clear through the hardware at some points. But the one thing I wasn't necessarily expecting, which maybe I should have, was just like the sheer amount of unlockables and pickups and just stuff jammed into this.
Yeah,
Yep.
the game has a lot of unlockable content. It has a lot of secrets. It has meaningfully different characters in a game, as meaningful as they can be in a game like this. Like
Sure.
the difference between the characters tends to be okay. This person's scale. Every time you level up, their strength scales. This one, their area of effect on abilities scales. This one gets more projectiles. This one heals more, and you've got those differences. They all have different starting weapons, and some of them have different starting speeds, different starting HP, stuff like that. But it does, and some of them will just unlock weapons and things for you when you pick those characters. It does meaningfully make the game feel different, though, despite the fact that they all share they share pickups, right? Like the accessories, the weapons you can pick up are the same and shared between them. And from a level design perspective, considering the game's whole structure is pick up these same handful of weapons, and then enemies come at you from far away.
Mhm.
How did you find this game's level design? Like, did you feel that levels were meaningfully different? Did they feel different to you, or did it all kind of homogenize?
As far as the actual levels go, they're sort of there is some meaningful difference because if you're in the Mad Forest, which is the first stage, it's just a big open field. And then sometimes there's things like in the cardinal directions, but like really far up. So you have to kind of plan where you're going to go if you're going to pick up certain items. Um, but overall, that one's fairly straightforward. And then you get to stage 2, which is the library, which is left to right instead of like up and down, like uh, which is up and down is Gallow Tower, and then there's the dairy plant in between that. The weirder levels, uh, they're fine. Like I looked at some of the bonus levels where you're just like fighting like regular enemies. Like you'll get the plants in Il Molis, which is one of the first bonus levels you get. And then there's the Bone Zone, which is just skeletal enemies.
Just skeletons, no
Um,
healing.
Yes. Which, depending on how you do with having no healing, it could be better or worse for you. There's the coop, which is just chickens. Uh, I didn't even unlock Space 54, which looks like you're in space. There's a lot of these. There's
Did
a way more than I actually unlocked.
did either of
Um,
you fight the Bone Amari in the Bone Zone?
Oh,
Bone Amari, what is that?
So there's an item you can get that lets you see like items of interest on the map. So if you open up the map, there's this like big question mark thing at the bottom of the Bone Zone, and it moves. And if you actually go down to the bottom of the Bone Zone, there's a gigantic ball of skeletons that will run
Okay.
over other skeletons because everything in this level is skeletons. And if it
Yeah.
runs over them, it gets bigger. It's a Katamari made of bones.
Horrible.
Oh.
Horrible.
See, I
So,
tried to track that thing down and I kept like passing it or something. I
mhm.
was like, it seems to be moving and I could never triangulate it.
Yeah, it moves
So,
left to right.
yeah.
But the thing is, if you go try to take on the Bonamari early in the round, it will pick up too many skeletons and become
Oh,
unkillable. If you level up a whole
holy
bunch
shit.
first and then go down there, you can kill it before it absorbs too many skeletons to become unto a god.
I see. I posted a picture of it in Game of the Week if you want.
It is
Because,
off-putting.
yeah, I don't like that.
So I feel like we've gone a pretty good amount of time not mentioning the obvious overlap between this game and Castlevania.
Mhm.
This is a lot of the weapons that you have in this game, like the cross boomerang and the Bible and the holy water and the whip. They bear a cursory resemblance to some things from Castlevania. Pete,
Maybe.
where
Slight.
do
Do
you
it.
draw? What was that?
Does it?
Yeah, you're stretching a little, Gino.
Just because it looks exactly like the Castlevania guy in the first character you have, and also he uses a whip.
Also,
Just
what's
'cause-
Castlevania guy's last name? Because I think the names are pretty close too.
Belmont. One of the
Belmont, so
characters
they're
is
Belfast.
Alucard, right?
Pff, let's see. Hold on. There's a lot of
Maybe.
characters. I mean, you absolutely get Alucard in the Castlevania DLC.
There's
Yeah.
Bat Robert. Is that who you're thinking of?
No, I was thinking
Queen
of
Sigma?
Arca. Arca looks very much like Alucard's sprite.
Mhm.
Antonio looks a lot like Simon Belmont.
Oh, I mean, 100%.
Yeah. You think Do you have anything on the creator of this game? If he was a fan of Castlevania, because that seems pretty straightforward.
It said Galante was inspired by Castlevania games.
You
Shocking.
don't say.
Who could have seen this coming? There is
So-
a Bat Robert in here. I didn't
Yeah,
even
Bat Robert,
find this
maybe.
guy.
Here's an eye.
Did Pete, where do you draw the line between inspiration and let's
Outright
say
thievery.
yeah?
I mean, as a
You said
firm
it.
lover of Pokerogue and other, what are they called? ROM hacks.
Roguelikes.
No, I was
Ah.
gonna say ROM hacks. I might draw the line at, are you profiting from this? Which in this case, yeah, this would be sort of outright theft. I mean, it might be okay because the gameplay is so, I don't know, unrelated. Like, it's not as if I'm coming to this because I'm really interested in the Castlevania overtones. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, like if the maker of Castlevania felt a certain way about this, I wouldn't blame them. I don't know that I would necessarily say they have the right to send like a cease and desist over it. You know?
Mhm.
And they did. Ultimately, they did a collabo, and
Yeah.
you know,
That feels like the right move.
Mhm.
everyone got to eat
Yep.
on this one. But I do think the weapon designs are very much following Castlevania rules for the most part, except this game is, you're moving in full 2 dimensions. It's not a platformer like Castlevania is. There's no gravity here. Your character is always centered on the screen, and you are walking in whatever direction you want to. So some of the weapons behave slightly differently as a result, right? Like because you can walk up and down in all directions, things like the boomerang and the whip become a lot better in this game than they are in Castlevania because you don't have to worry about jumping. And also, I mean, it auto fires, so there isn't a resource system like Castlevania has. But it's interesting to see the gameplay rules of one game applied to a very different. I mean, it looks kind of Castlevania-y, but it plays so differently that it really breathes a whole lot of new life into those designs, I think.
Looking at like the DLC list, and it is long.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I'm getting some slight Fortnite-ish vibes from this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And my question would be, and this one's probably for you, like how much
Sure.
effort would it take to put in like a new character and weapon? Like, are we just like tweaking some numbers on the back end?
I mean, depends if the weapon is far off from one of the other weapons in the game. So if you were to make another whip, say,
I mean, there's a
that would
million
not be so
whips in
hard.
the
Yeah,
Castlevania
you could,
DLC.
yeah, you could just do that because you already have the like animation and all that. If you're just putting another character in there, that's probably pretty easy. I mean, these
Yeah.
are sprites; they're not very complicated.
Right.
They're
You
very
could just
flat
drop
sprites.
in. Yep.
You do like a few animation loops,
Yep.
and that's kind of it. They don't do anything beyond walking, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a Contra DLC. Is that what this is?
Hell yeah.
Operation Guns. Yeah, that's Contra. So this is working with like Konami. So, people have taken notice of this. Castlevania, Capcom.
Right.
No, Konami.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And what's that dumb party game that everybody's playing in COVID?
Among Us.
Yes, that's the other one too.
Yeah. The Among Us DLC I should get, but just because that's goofy. And then there's DLCs that I don't even know what they are. Like Legacy of the Moonspell might be just custom. Wanted to add more stuff. So added like samurai by the look of it. I don't know. Yeah, so not terribly difficult. If you wanted to mod this game, probably be pretty easy. Because all you have to do is make another character. As far as getting the weapon to do what you want, If it's based on something else, be pretty easy. If it's not based on something else, you're gonna have to add like hit boxes, and I don't know what this game is made in. So depending on what's going on under the hood, it could be more complicated. I don't think this is a Unity project or anything.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's all ones and zeros, you know?
Yeah. Exactly.
Now, this game was made using Phaser,
I don't even know what that is.
a
Is that
2D
spelled with a
game
PH
framework.
and a Z?
Phaser. It's a 2D game framework used for HTML5
That feels like a
game
missed
development.
opportunity.
Huh. Phaser.
Can I
It's
ask a
JavaScript. Yeah,
can I ask a completely unrelated question?
Sure.
sure.
Should I care at all about super auto pets?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay, I won't care about it then.
Hold on, let me look
I've
it up.
heard of it.
Super
I
Auto
haven't played it.
Pets. No, you don't have to worry about this.
All right, that's good. That's
It's a
good.
threat, but it probably won't
Mhm.
hurt you.
Hopefully that gets a chapter heading in our new AI descriptions.
Yeah. Thanks for participating in the fucking up the AI experiment.
Yeah, no problem.
There is a tier list of super auto pets, and the dog is really good, but the chicken is so bad.
Okay, that's good to know in case I do start caring about it. What were we talking
Anyway.
about?
What-
Sorry to
Vampire
interrupt.
Survivors.
Homage
right.
and putting new
Yeah.
characters into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I think the game. Would you call this game? So Pete's called it Bullet Hell.
Mhm. Yep.
What genre would you say it is?
I think this is the anti-bullet hell because you are becoming the bullet hell. You are turning yourself into a weed whacker and just killing all the enemies that come towards you, as opposed to them firing things at you and having to avoid them.
I mean, if your build is really good, it's tower defense.
Mhm.
See, I would argue that this game is a
Maybe.
musou, which,
Hmm.
if you don't know what that term means, it evokes
Assume I
games
don't.
like Dynasty Warriors, for example,
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
where you are just one hero character who is a million D times more powerful than everything around you, and then you're just beating up on hordes of mooks that just keep coming.
Mhm.
How-
Mhm.
I feel like this is a 2D musou game.
Okay. I've never gotten like into Dynasty Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
How do
Yeah.
those levels end? Like this one's timeout.
Dynasty Warriors, you usually have some sort of objective, like go from this
Yeah.
part of the map to that part of the map, and go
Okay.
fight, some
Lubu
old
or somebody.
Chinese legend.
Usually there's like one big guy. Sometimes it's kill X amount of guys.
Sometimes it's go fight Lu Bu,
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
stuff like that.
go put down the Yellow Turban Rebellion.
Hmm.
That's in every one of those games, I think.
Sure,
Um,
I'll believe that.
But yeah, I think those games revel in number of enemies on screen and then big splashy effects with you just knocking things every which way. And I feel like that's really what this game does as well. Except I feel like this is more concentrated. If that is, a regular drug, that this is the enhanced version of it. This is the medical grade of a Dynasty Warriors game. You don't even have to mash a button. At a certain
No,
point,
you just
the
walk.
lights just flash on their own.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You're basically
Uh,
invincible.
Yeah, when you're opening chests, there's like a whole bunch of stuff that fires out, and then you just have to select something, and then you're back to just running around. That's basically the only input that you do is what weapon do I want when the chest opens.
Yep.
This game might be telling me things about myself that I don't particularly like.
Yeah.
With how susceptible I am to all the flashing lights and meaningless rewards.
I think this is just a fact of being human, and someone who worked in the gambling industry would know that. Um, yeah, it literally does the slot machine animation when you are picking a
That's true.
weapon out of the chest.
It does.
So take that for what you will.
It's so good. It's such a good animation.
Oh, it's so good. And when
when
you
you get the
get more
super
than
chest,
one,
oh my god, the best.
When you get 5, it's the best thing maybe one of the best things in gaming.
Mhm.
Yeah.
100%. I think this is a strong contender for Game of the Year on that alone.
I don't know. It's gonna be a tough
Game,
competition this year.
game of the year, crack cocaine.
Yeah. When we picked this game, let me jump back to what Braden said. Oh no, it was Borgmaster. Uh, no,
It's Braden.
it was Braden. Braden said, "Wow, are we gonna do Tetris next episode?" Podcast reviewing fentanyl.
Yeah, not wrong.
It makes my synapses go off with bright lights and flashing colors. 10-minute podcast.
Yeah,
Then
that's
Seto says, "I like doing drugs," and we were both like, "Pete wanted to play it."
That's a good point. I mean, we haven't covered the story at all. Let's do that right now.
Okay.
Trying to
All right,
find a vampire.
now that we've gotten that out of the way.
You're looking for a vampire, and you can't seem to find one.
So did either of
that's
you
it.
unlock the secrets?
How do you unlock the secrets?
So in the plant
I
level,
did one.
Okay.
so in the plant level, if you survive to the end past the timeout, it will unlock a level that is like Holy Beyond or something like that. At which point you have to just like you get to that level and you just run to the right, and eventually it gets you a ring. It's like the border for all of the items that you pick up. Like the item is just like the border; it's empty otherwise. But what it unlocks is you see certain items that have been present in the map, but you couldn't pick up before, and that lets you do a whole bunch of kind of wild stuff. Like, did you get the gold ring and the silver ring?
Yes.
Yeah. So like, there's the
I
gold.
like that. That combination. If you get those two, they say like half of a message on each of them, which basically just says use this with this other weapon.
Yeah. The clock.
Yes, and then the clock, and those will let you upgrade items past their fully upgraded form. So you could just like start stacking like range upgrades or area effect or just more damage. So I like that. That's
And the
what
other
that
one is
did, right? I
yep. And
didn't
then
confuse that with something else. Okay.
there's a laurel that when you pick up.
Yes.
So laurel plus there's like these two crosses or half of a cross kind of thing that you can pick up. When they fuse together, you get a piece of equipment that makes it so you can't take more than I think 20 damage in a single instance.
What?
And
I
the
didn't know
laurel makes you
this.
invincible. When it lets you survive up to I think
Mhm.
4 hits before you take
The
damage. So
Crimson
those things
Shroud.
combined, like just having that, makes it so that the death that comes at the end of the level probably won't be able to kill you.
Oh.
And if you have
See,
both, the timeout from the clock, and then also that damage reduction, yeah, you will probably kill death, and then you unlock a very cool character. There's a bunch of stuff like that.
yeah. I found a bunch of that just on my own. Do you need to actually unlock having secrets in order to do that?
You do for the
No.
rings. That's what unlocks the ring.
You can unlock some
Huh.
secret characters without it though, because
Right.
I have at least
Yeah.
one.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, and there's a lot in here, like of clipping through the levels or like finding secret areas. There's a surprising amount of actual gameplay beyond the flashing lights and sparkly colors.
There's so much stuff.
There's like a secrets menu. Is that what you mean?
Pete
Uh-oh.
or me?
Yeah, you can
Either.
unlock the secrets menu. But you
Yeah.
can unlock secrets on the menu without having the menu.
Without having
Okay,
to do
that's
the
what I was
event,
doing.
yeah.
Yes. So I never found the secrets menu, but I see it on the Vampire Survivors wiki. And then I don't know how I would know to actually do that without access to this wiki
You wouldn't.
or the secrets menu. You know?
Probably wouldn't.
Okay. So this is something that you kind of need extra help to get.
Sure.
Yeah, and there's a lot of content in this game. It has a lot of stuff to find, a lot of secrets, a lot of fun items. I very much liked finding the prosciutto, Parm Aegis. It was a very funny item. A lot of the items are very funny and clever. And yeah, any other closing thoughts on Vampire Survivors?
If you like flashing lights, this game is for you. If you have a gambling problem, this game might not be for you.
No, do this instead of gamble.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
fair.
okay. Yeah, there you go.
Good flip. So what you're saying is it's sort of the vaping of gambling?
Ah, this is gambling light.
Filtered gambling.
Yes.
Yeah, to its credit, there is no way to spend money on this game, which,
True.
if this game actually, it came out in what,
2022.
2 years ago?
2022?
3 years ago?
Okay. Damn. All right. So I don't know why this game doesn't have any gambling.
Yeah. I mean, I
Uh,
think I paid like $6 for it.
sure.
It's like for the amount of hours I sunk in, it's a pretty good cost.
Yeah.
Cost proposition.
Surprising that they held off on that. But they do have like what,
30
8 DLCs?
Yeah.
And what else? Oh, what do you use the arcanas when you're playing? Which ones
I
do
do
you
now.
use?
I don't
Yeah.
have that many yet.
Yeah, I don't have a ton, but the ones I do have are not very good, it seems. Like I use the healing is doubled, and when you heal, it damages enemies near you. Because that kind of just like pulses out from you and is really useful. But I also have the game killer, which is you don't gain XP. All your experience gems turn into exploding projectiles, and treasure chests will have at least 3 items. So if you can find items, it'll be good. But if you are not finding items on the level itself, you're kind of screwed. And that's why it's called the game killer. And then I also like the freezing enemies generates explosions, because I was always trying to use the clock thing with the rings.
Yeah,
And
there's
then
one
that just blows everything up.
There's
Yes.
one, I forget if it's the world or which arcana it is. It causes all items to be drawn to you every 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, that was the other one that I had. I only have 4, and the problem with that one is it activates immediately, and then if you pick up the rings, it spawns a guy who just chases you around,
And is a real jerk.
and that guy is real tough.
They also have. I had one called the Beginning that made it so
Oh.
that certain weapons get an extra projectile.
That's a good one.
That's not bad.
That one was
It's always
really
good to get a little extra stuff.
Sure.
Especially
More
with
things
some
on
of
screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
some of those weapons. Like the difference between 2 projectiles and 3 is gigantic, especially early on. So that one was super good.
Yeah. Actually, looking at this list, it seems like the only thing you have to do to get more of these is to reach level 50 with some characters.
Yeah, seems
So
like it.
I just need to play more characters, it seems.
Just never stop. Never stop surviving.
Yeah.
I'm right.
Well,
That's Vampire Survivor.
That is.
Yeah.
Which means it is now M's turn to pick once again.
All
Pick
right.
one of the DLCs.
Yeah. We're gonna play the Castlevania DLC.
Yeah.
I said I was gonna play the Castlevania DLC, and then I didn't, and I
Forgot.
apologize for that. But I'm not really a Castlevania person anyway, so I would be like, "Yep, there's the people from the show.
That's another whip.
Yep, they are using whips. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at least 8 whips in the Castlevania one alone.
Gross.
Yeah, and there's already 3 in the main game. All right. Okay, it's my turn to pick. If I pick Hollow Knight Silksong, are we gonna be adults about it, or are we gonna be little babies?
We are always
'Cause-
adults.
Okay.
I mean, I was gonna play it at some time, probably.
Yeah. I mean, I've been playing it. I already put, hold on, 24 hours into it. So
Get it on a Switch 1.
I think
Really
so.
should be
I
able
think
to.
so because it was supposed to be
Yeah.
DLC for it. Just check on
Yeah.
the store. Let me check. I'll
Switch
check right now.
1, Silksong. Yes, it is available on the original Nintendo Switch
Hell
and can be
yeah.
purchased digitally.
I got $20.
Yeah, $20. That's why I was like, I'm gonna get this now. It's only $20. I've played through most of Act 1, I would say, and for the most part, I was like, this game's really easy, and then I hit a boss that took me 2 days. So I guess we'll find out how you deal with it.
Yeah, I guess we'll try to make as much progress as we can. Like the chances of us actually beating it within 2 weeks and having an experience where I don't personally hate it is pretty low if we were forced to beat it. And it sounds like it's like 40 hours. It's not a short game. So I don't think we should expect that we actually finish it. But let's, we'll come back. We'll give our impressions. We'll see if we want to play it for longer.
I've completely forgotten Hollow Knight too. I hope that's
Alright,
not gonna be
well.
an issue.
No, it's pretty loosely connected, I would say. I don't
Okay.
actually know if this is a prequel or what. If that tells you anything. So
Well, the character in Silk Song is in Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
yes,
I don't remember what she does in Hollow Knight.
It's been 7
she's
years.
like your rival character. She's
Right. She's the Proto Man
yes,
in
exactly.
Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
Could you put it in terms of a game I remember, like maybe Baldur's Story Abyssal City? Like who would the character line up with?
I don't think that's
Superior Metroidvania.
No, I can't.
No.
I don't remember any of the characters or their names. Just like a good Game of the Year game.
I'm trying to think of other games. Well, in Death Stranding, she would be your Fragile.
She would
She
be
was
Gary
fragile.
Oaks. Gary
Yeah.
Oaks in Pokemon.
Okay. Good. Now you put it in language I understand.
Meta Knight in
Uh-huh.
Kirby.
in
Okay.
Kirby.
Okay. Now we're talking.
All right. Well, thank you, Pete.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
Thank you, Em.
Thank you. I'm gonna go back to playing Silksong now.
Excellent. And thank you, dear listeners. Reminder, you can get in touch with the show, Deep Listens Pod, at Deep Listen. Ah, man, I'm getting...
Yeah, it's lack
God.
of practice, Gino.
I like
All
it.
right,
You
all
messed... You made
You
me
gotta
think
tag
about
it.
it.
You gotta put it on the end of it.
deeplistenspodcast@gmail.com. That's our email address. deeplistenspodcast.bluesky.social. That is our Blue Sky where you can follow us. deeplistens.libsyn.com. That's our website where you can download the show. We have our comment sections there. And patreon.com/deeplistens. That is where you can support the show if you so choose. Till next time. Peace.